Welcome back to another cooking video. I'm Chef Devo and today I'm going to teach you how to make the Yo Sushi Roll. It's a delicious sushi roll filled with salmon and avocado and then rolled in tobiko. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Here we go, let's do it. Alright, so we start by preparing some things. First thing is this avocado. I'm just going to cut it in half and then I'm going to take the skin off just like this. Then I'm going to cut from the outside inwards in a circumference going all the way around just like this to get nice and even slices of avocado. Then I'm going to take some sashimi grade salmon and slice it into strips just like so. If you want to know more about sashimi grade salmon, there'll be a link in the description of the video. I'll put that to one side till you need it. Alright, so now I'm going to take a bamboo rolling mat, or a plastic one in this case, and add half a sheet of nori. Now you see there's a shiny and a rough side. I'm going to put the rough side up. Then I'm going to take 100 grams of cooked and seasoned sushi rice, and I'm just going to spread that out nice and evenly and softly. Now if you want to know how to make sushi rice, then there'll be a link in the description. Alright, just flip that round, and you take a little bit of wasabi, put it on your finger, and spread it along the middle, just like this. This will season the sushi roll. Now I'm going to take the strips of salmon and lay them across the center, and then followed by the slices of avocado just right next to it, just like this. Okay, now to roll the sushi roll, you want to start by lifting up the end of the mat and rolling it over and closing the sushi roll. And then as you see, when I lift it, I can see a little bit of nori, that's because it was closed. And then you roll it forwards to seal, and then roll it a couple more times forwards just to firm it up in different directions. Now move the sushi roll to one side and tuck in the edges. Okay, this helps to make the end pieces of the sushi roll a bit more usable. Okay, so just tuck the other side in, just like this with your fingers. And then you just remove your sushi roll and place it on the board and firm it up one last time just to get it just the perfect shape. Okay, now to cover it in delicious tobiko, which is flying fish roll. Now, I like to add it with a spoon just like this and spread it across the surface. Some people like to have a big plate and then roll the roll into it, but I find that applying it with a spoon like this gets a nice decadent layer of tobiko around. Okay, so I'm just going to simply apply it on and then turn the sushi roll over and then apply a little bit more and keep doing that until the entire roll is fully covered with tobiko. If you want to know more about tobiko, there'll be a link in the description of this video. Okay, so once you've done that and all the sides are nicely covered just like this, then it's time for cutting. You take your extremely sharp knife and cut it in the middle, just like this. Then clean your knife on a wet rag. This will help remove the rice and make your knife slide through the roll. Okay, so I'm going to cut the halves into quarters, just like this. There we go. And in between each cut, you want to really clean your knife so that it slides through. And then you take the quarters and you cut them all into eighths, so 4 cuts. And keep cleaning in between cuts so that your knife slides through. It's important to have an extremely sharp knife to cut sushi rolls, otherwise they break apart and fall apart. So it's important to get a good quality knife, or to learn how to sharpen your knives extremely sharp with a whetstone. For both those, check in the links in the description to find out my video how to sharpen knives. Okay, so once you finish cutting it, then you just take the bamboo rolling mat, or plastic one again in this case, and then just firm it up just to make sure that it's as great as before you start cutting. Okay, so now I'm going to take a plate, a beautiful black plate with an orange dish. Complements orange tobiko. Okay, just going to remove the end pieces for my own consumption, and then I'm just going to spread out the sushi rolls into 3 pieces like this so I can pick them up. Now if you want the same plate as I just showed, then check out the link in the top left corner of your screen or in the description of this video. Okay, so I'm just going to place them on just like this in a neat row, and then I'm going to add a little bit of pickled ginger and just a dash of wasabi, or just a big lump of wasabi. And now I'm just going to add a little bit of soy sauce just to finish off the dish. Okay, so there we go. Done. Alright, so this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed watching how to make the Yo Sushi Roll, and I hope you make it at home and share it with your friends and family and just enjoy the sushi roll. Okay, So if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel by clicking on the top left corner of your screen, and you'll be updated when new videos are released. Thanks for watching. See you guys next week. Goodbye.